Put it on the ground. Put it on the ground. Alright. You boys ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Alright. Welcome, I am Chief Otieno here. And this is I am Big Otieno. Introduce yourself, son.
I am Oguma, I am 10 years old, and I like playing football.
Alright, and introduce yourself.
I am Kyra Omondi, I like playing golf, and I'm 7 years old.
Alright. I'm Chief Otieno. And so, sons, this is our second podcast,
Yep.
right? This is called the Learning Pod, where we are basically going to go over certain lessons. So today I have a video for you guys that I want to put together, and you know, sorry Solomon, you're gonna have to go to bed with mommy. Go upstairs, son. So I have this for you
What's
guys.
the problem?
Okay?
Because you keep acting like a brat.
And so
Why are you acting like a brat?
give us a second. No, we're not gonna restart because your little brother is basically not listening to his mother right now. But yeah,
That's how life goes.
What's the problem?
the 10-year-old is learning a little quick.
Nothing's perfect.
Why you not?
We are in a household, but basically the lesson's gonna be the same. So I want you guys to listen to this. We're gonna put it on play, watch it, and then we're gonna discuss this. Okay?
Allegedly stole from a Florida home.
Two other teens were in the car, as Fox's Regina Gonzalez explains. Both were seriously injured in the violent crash. A teenage boy dead, one fighting for his life, and another seriously injured after crashing this now unrecognizable silver Maserati across the street from a Winn-Dixie shopping center on 62nd Avenue North in St. Pete. Pinellas Sheriff Bob Gualtieri confirming the trio stole the car after finding it on a nearby street, unlocked with the keys inside.
What's wrong is these kids are out in the middle of the night being opportunistic and stealing people's cars and driving 80 miles an hour and not having a driver's license.
The department's flight team watched the entire situation unfold from their chopper a little after 3 a.m. Sunday morning while flying above the scene of another crime. Pinellas deputies, canines, and the department's chopper were actually responding to a car burglary call here on 58th Avenue North, about 2 miles from the scene of the fatal accident. The sheriff stresses that these two incidents are completely unrelated, except for the fact that that's why they were already in the area.
The helicopter pilots got on the radio and asked for ground units to come.
When two deputies tried to pull the car over, the Maserati took off at about 80 miles per hour. Sheriff Gualtieri noted that they have a strict pursuit policy and deputies did not engage. But the boys quickly lost control of the Maserati before it flipped the curb and crashed.
None of these kids have criminal histories to speak of.
He says they were questioned by another department last month for walking around in dark clothes and face coverings, but were sent home. They've also raised concerns to their parents, who didn't know they were gone.
This one, it appears that the parents were actively involved and the kids were home and that they thought their kids were in bed asleep.
Regina Gonzalez, Fox 13 News.
All right. So that is
Crazy.
one of the messages, right? Okay. Well, I'll let you go
That
first.
doesn't look like a Maserati.
Doesn't look like a Maserati.
Nope.
What does it look like?
It looks like a Honda.
Okay. So that's your take. What's your thoughts on that, Cairo? Besides what it looks like.
They said it was like midnight.
Mhm.
So why would they go out at midnight?
Good question.
Unless it's maybe New Year's. You'd be awake at midnight.
Unless it's maybe New Year's. Here, now let me show you what basically made it onto the internet. You guys are
like
living.
summer. Like summer what?
You guys are living in a new world where everything is safe. What do I tell you guys all the time about just doing anything random?
Be careful.
Be careful, because you could think you're not growing up in the old days like Daddy was. I grew up in the 90s where you could scratch your boogers walking down the street, and there will be no videos of you. You guys walk around the street scratching your butts and your boogers. You could be on somebody's Ring camera and they put it on the internet. You know that?
Yeah.
So if you're doing that, like you see, it says there was already basically video going out. You understand? So anywhere in this world that you guys are growing up in, there's already going to be something called surveillance. You understand? So you got to work. What is the main thing we've always talked about? You got to have what?
Integrity.
Integrity. You got to walk with what, Cairo?
Integrity.
Integrity makes it so that you don't have to get yourself caught up in strange situations. What's happening is a lot of people are getting caught up in strange situations because they did not practice their what?
Integrity.
Exactly. And when you have integrity and you learn how not to do what? Let's say steal something. That's having integrity of seeing something that is not yours, right? So if you see a nice little basketball outside, if you have integrity, what are you going to do?
Not steal it.
Not steal it.
Keep walking.
Keep walking. You understand? If you have integrity and you see a nice car that looks like a Maserati with keys inside, what are you going to do?
Keep walking.
Keep walking.
Go home.
Go home. What about you, Cairo?
Observe it and don't go in.
Huh?
Observe it and don't go in.
Observe it and don't go in. You got to work on your integrity a little more. Here is the helicopter footage so you guys can see. This is the car. Look at it.
Alright, I've got it. I can call it eastbound 62nd, just past at 18.
Now they're speeding up.
Back off.
Look, pay attention.
He's highway.
Pay real close attention on
And
that.
he's still blacked out past the 12th Street. Nowhere on Bravo, see if we can get some of these. Oh, he's going to lose it right here. He crashed. He's
You saw that?
Yeah. All the way to the end.
I can call it.
If you see right here,
He's crashing.
skids and flies. Bam.
Is that a pool?
Yes. So basically what I wanted to talk to you guys about is making the right decisions. Do you understand what that means? Unfortunately, I don't know what was going on through these kids' heads. It says that their parents were present, you understand? Right?
Present.
Means what we're doing right now. Am I not present? When your
You are
teacher
present.
says, Cairo, are you here? You say present, right?
No. I just say here.
Here or present. That's what present means. Get your leg down. Okay? So, these children did not, I don't want to put stuff in their mouth, but let's put it in this context. You have to have integrity when your parents are telling you that it is nighttime. If you have a sleepover, what time, and their parents tell you go to bed at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. What is the integrity supposed to be?
Go to bed.
So if you have friends who come over here, right, later on in the future, and they don't have integrity, and they want to say, hey, your parents are asleep, let's sneak outside. What are you going to do?
Say no.
No. You understand?
No.
So something like this can happen. This is something that my father used to basically teach me, that he used to tell me about all these crazy different scenarios. This is a scenario that unfortunately happened. We get to see it in real life, so you don't understand that I'm not basically telling you no lies. When you don't work on your integrity and you have what is called peer pressure. Can you repeat it after me? Say
Peer pressure.
peer pressure is basically when you have not built up the integrity within yourself to know what is right, and you do what somebody else tells you, because you are either changing them or they are what?
Changing you.
That's it. So it seems like some of these kids were changed by whoever had the most peer pressure. So they were all walking around and they saw a vehicle. Get your legs down straight. They saw a vehicle with keys in it. You understand? What did I tell you guys? If you see a vehicle or anything with keys in it or whatever, do you go in?
Keep walking.
Keep walking.
What's the owner gonna think?
Well, the owner, I don't know.
Will they sue the parents?
Those are a lot of questions at this point. I don't know. You understand? But unfortunately, when you guys are kids, there's going to be a lot of things that seems enticing and fun. You understand? You got to learn to build your what?
Mental
Your mental and your what?
integrity.
Integrity, so that you're not catching yourselves in this. Because as you guys get older, you guys are going to start meeting other kids, other friends. And I've even told you guys, if your own brother is telling you to do something that's not right, what are you supposed to do?
Say no.
Say no. You understand? I'd rather deal with one brother who made a bad mistake than having to deal with two brothers who got caught up by one brother. Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
Yes.
Okay, so these kids, they walked in that vehicle. Unfortunately, the car was going too fast. I told you this happened when there were some kids when I was growing up on high school on the graduation night. They ended up getting in a car with somebody and they started getting drunk. You understand? They got drunk and the kids ended up driving down the wrong way on the freeway and all four of them got killed. Okay?
Where did I thought you?
I'm telling you now the story about when I was in high school.
Oh.
But look at this. This kid who did not practice his integrity got in a vehicle and either he died or one of his friends died. How would you feel doing a bad mistake to where your brother or your friends or somebody you care about dies?
I feel sad.
You would feel more than sad. You have a long life. These kids are under 18, under 16. Do you understand me?
Just they're like 13.
13 or something. You understand? That's 3 years away from August right now. I'm 42. You understand? That's 30 extra years. That this person, if he did a mistake from 13 years old, if he's about to be 43, it would be 30 years of feeling bad. Maybe even after he gets out of jail. You understand? He'll always be remembering what he did to his friends. Sit up, please. So, the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, how much time we got left?
Minutes.
Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is basically your role in this community called the United States of America, right? We were speaking about this earlier today, right? What runs this country?
Money.
Money. Money and what? What programs this country?
TV.
TV. What's on those TVs that program? Ads.
Commercials.
Commercials. Advertising. Okay?
Ads, commercials.
So we were speaking earlier about how somebody gets paid.
Jails.
Ooh, in jail. So somebody gets paid to put who in jail?
To put bad guys in jail.
Ah, they program it as bad guys, right?
Black people.
It could be black people. You could look at the numbers. Disproportionately, a lot of black people, a lot of black men are in prisons. Okay, so now let's say whenever we go to out of state to like Houston, California, what does mommy and I always look for? Where we're gonna stay the night at?
Hotels.
A hotel. Do you know how much it costs for us to stay in a hotel?
Like 500.
Maybe for a weekend or so, yeah. So it might cost couple $100 for us to stay in a hotel. And that hotel person, what is that? Whoever owns the hotel, what is that? His what?
Company.
His company, his business. So that means he makes what?
Money.
Every night we stay there, right?
They make $100.
So in America, it's a what type of society? Capitalistic society, meaning that everybody who wants to make something in America, they have their own type of business. So this hotel person, he makes his capital off of
money,
off of us staying the night. There is somebody else who makes money, but in a different way.
Tell people.
The person who owns a jail, we spoke about that earlier. Jail is not free. It's a company. Did you know that?
Yes.
So somebody, it doesn't make sense. So somebody makes money every time they put somebody in jail. You know who has to pay for those people in jail?
The government.
The government, when you pay your taxes. You understand?
Why that if they don't like spending money, why put people in jail? Why don't they just create their own jail?
It's a good question. Somehow,
Like
some way.
if you want to put bad people in jail because they did wrong things, but you don't want to pay money, do it yourself. You got money.
But check this out, right? So, wouldn't it be crazy if I told you that this person who goes to jail gets way more money for one person being in there per night than it costs for our whole family to go stay at a hotel?
No. And why wouldn't the government do that? Then they wouldn't have to get taxes or gas prices.
There's a lot of good questions on why the government does what it does. But now, remember we said that...
Listen, there's presidents and governments.
But remember, we said that there's advertising.
Advertising.
So, the people who owns this business, let's say you guys need cereal in the morning, right? And you like to eat cereal. What type of ads do you see?
Cereal boxes. People eat
cereal.
People
like
making ads of
just
cereal.
making cereal and eating it.
Okay, what other type of commercials do you see whenever you used to watch TV?
Or like they'd be
Songs
like
about
they'd
toys. We are the tiger, the mighty, mighty tiger.
So let me tell you, let's break it down a little bit this way. So how do you think these people who owns this company that's getting money
They
off
make
of putting
music?
people in jail, how do you think they get their commercials out?
They try to make music that sounds good and they make it look good.
Okay, so music could be one way of a commercial.
Make how it look good.
Yeah, so like there's this
Having
thing,
celebrities.
having celebrities. Turn around, let's face this way. So how can a celebrity make a commercial for a jail cell?
Being in a car then hopping out.
Driving a really, really, really expensive car down the freeway really, really fast.
No.
Okay, we can look at it that way, but let me break it down to you.
Someone, celebrities,
Or like
have
making
a
a music,
really good
making
car.
a video, making like a music video or a video, and then they bought like a really expensive car, like a Lamborghini, and then they buy a freeway all to themselves, and then they just start racing across the freeway.
What would that make somebody like us want to do?
Want to race around the freeway and
It would-
get a Lamborghini?
It would make you want to get a Lamborghini. So if you don't have money to have your own business to get a Lamborghini, what would be one of the other ways you try and get a Lamborghini?
Get a big giant loan from the bank,
Get a giant loan from the bank.
and then sell it for double and pay back the loan.
Wouldn't that be cool if there was a music video that told you that's the way to go? But guess what? A lot of these music videos, guess what they tell people?
Bad things.
Bad
Things about
things.
you, programming.
They program you to go sell what? Oh, I guess you guys haven't heard none of these music. And some of these music videos,
Get
They-
advertising.
no.
Persuading.
They persuade a lot of these young kids to go sell. Do you guys know what drugs are?
Yeah.
No.
You don't know what
I
drugs
do.
are? Okay.
It's like-
Wine.
It's like they put some drugs in medicine, and some drugs kill, and some drugs they use for
fine.
like war, and some drugs are like
Baskets,
you drink
big
it and it gives
baskets.
you energy, and some drugs you drink it for medicine, and
Monster
some drugs you
energy.
get it and you smell it, and it's poisonous and stuff.
Well, okay.
Monster energy.
So we could go that way, but let me tell you like this.
Huh?
In your community, they give a lot of money
For drugs.
to some of these entertainers to entertain you guys, right? They entertain your peers by putting songs
Not good.
that says, hey, go sell drugs, and not the kind that you just explained, right? You got to go to a school for that. But they tell these kids to go sell drugs. They say that it's cool to fight. You understand? And when these kids do the same thing and then they go and sell drugs and they have lots of money to go get them a Lamborghini and then they run fast across the street on the freeway, guess who gets to now chase them?
The police?
The police. When the police locks them up, where do they take them?
To jail.
And who gets paid?
The jail owner.
The jail owner. So you got to understand that there's a lot of influential things out there that is trying to program your minds.
That I have a way to make lots of money.
How?
So first, you become in a movie and you become a celebrity. Then you run for president, and because you're a celebrity, a lot of people will vote for you. So let's say you become president and now you rule the government. Then, because let's say you, out of curiosity, just want to build a hypothetical jail that will make you lots of money probably, you build a jail. And then, since you pay for the government, convince your other government fellows not to pay for that jail, but to go to your jail and take all of the people from those jails into this big giant jail that you made, and it'll be like a 50% discount. Then all of those jails come to your jail, and you make tons of money. Plus you're a celebrity. Plus you can make music videos and stuff about all of the drugs and stuff. And then since you're the president, everyone will be like, oh, he's making lots of money and he's making celebrities. And if he's getting lots of money, maybe I should do it too. So then they do it and they get in trouble by the police. And then they come to your jail and you make lots of money.
Or was this lesson to learn how to make lots of money? Or just... What do you think, Cairo?
Not at all.
So what did we just find out? That what type of people, what's the most people who spends their time in jail?
Do you want more black people to go to jail?
That's a good question. Do you want more black people to go to jail?
No.
Oh my goodness. We're gonna have to continue working on this one.
No. I get it. Your younger brother gets it.
Your younger brother gets it. The idea is to learn to understand that there are forces that are put out there. So we can't be like those forces. Do you get that?
Mm-hmm.
So
you may be a celebrity or a president.
So if you were to be a celebrity or president, you would get there to change it. That's not the only way to make money. We're basically telling you that as a young black kid growing up, there are many different forces out there that's trying to put you where?
In jail.
In jail. Whether you are a good kid who lives in a nice house or you are a bad kid. Do you understand that?
I have a question.
Yes.
What happens if you're a jail owner but you do something bad? Do you go to your own jail or do you go to someone else's jail? And if you go to someone else's jail, who owns your jail?
That'll be another podcast because what I've learned is a lot of these people who own these jails or own lots of money and they're not your color in a sense. It's almost like they got a get out of jail free card.
What if,
And I'm a grown up. It's weird. They don't get to go by the same rules we have to go through. Did you know that?
what if, let's say someone like us go to jail, and then we get in trouble.
Well,
and
you'll
we have
definitely go to jail. I'm telling you,
But then-
why would he go to jail?
But then who would own my jail?
Oh, because he's what? That's
But
it.
who would own my jail?
Listen. Learn this lesson quickly,
Who
son.
owns his jail?
Let's learn this lesson quickly. In this game of life, in America, you got it right. Why would he go to jail and not the other ones? Because he's what? Melanated. You have to understand that this
And who would own his jail? And who would make money?
somebody not melanated.
Who would make money?
Me?
Brother
Or
will?
the new
Wait, will you take will?
Here's the understanding, all right? In this country, it's set up for you guys to go where?
Jail.
Jail.
Can't you pay yourself out of jail? Like someone
You're
pays
not
a lot?
you're not understanding the lesson. The lesson is, well, remember a long time ago when you were 6, who was that quarterback who didn't get a chance to play and is still not playing right now?
Me?
No, who's a NFL quarterback? Colin what?
Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, he hasn't had a chance because he is playing in the same game as you. You understand? Because he has what, Cairo? Melanin.
But
So-
August has melanin.
Yes, and August has melanin. So here's the rundown of this lesson tonight. If you have melanin, listen, my sons, if you have melanin, you have to utilize your what?
Mine.
Your what?
Your mind.
Because every single force out there is trying to put you where?
Jail.
In jail, or they're trying to make it seem cool to somebody who looks like you to rob you or to shoot you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
It's a mind game that has been playing on in America, and as you get older you have to understand that. So you got to continuously build. We got to build on the first spiritual law. What was that first spiritual law?
Love yourself.
Love God, and then
And love everyone.
and then love your brother. So if everybody's not learning the spiritual laws, you understand, they're not able to love you because they are watching TV every single day and they're being controlled and they're being manipulated and they're being told that you are an enemy and they're being told that you are an enemy. You understand? And so even if you do everything right, somehow, my sons, you got to still use more wisdom so you can make it out of this place. You get me? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll get on it on the next podcast. We thank you guys for tuning in. You know, chime in and let us know what you think. Well, any last quick thing before it's up? Any last thing?
Go
you
to
wanna
the
say?
learning pod. Can you pay yourself out of jail?
No. What
'Cause
questions?
I heard
The
on
podcast is almost over. Come on, now you were melanated. What takeaway do you want to say to the people or the other kids, real quick, before we get out? What lessons did you learn from today? Not the promoting, but what lessons did you learn from this combo we had?
Don't do bad stuff and don't steal
Use
and
your
use
mind.
Use your minds.
Build your
Before
integrity.
you
Build your integrity, especially if you're what?
Melanated.
Especially if you're melanated. Get your integrity up and use your mind so you can continue living a great life. All right? So thank you guys for tuning in to this learning pod. I'm Chief Otieno.
a government try to make a jail so you don't need to pay.
Try to not make jails.
Try to not make jails, because not every single person who's melanated is a candidate for jail. How about we do that? How about we change the programming?
And don't make dumb laws.
Don't make dumb laws. These melanated young men are not candidates for your prisons.
Don't
And the
make
melanated young men you see in the streets or on the bus stop or in your schools are also not candidates for prison. We have to continuously show our first true law, which is love of God, and then love of the others as our brothers. You understand? You have some children, I have some children. We all have some wonderful children. We want to see them grow in this great country, whether they're melanated or not. I love you, boys. Thank you and God bless. Peace out. You better stop.
I heard on TV people get out of jail because their friends have a lot of money and pay them out of jail.
Okay. What group of people has a lot of money in this country?
Celebrities.
Beyond celebrities. Who got a lot of money that's been handed down?
Kings.
White people?
Oh, non-melanated people. So most people who got, shoot, which friends you know got a lot of money that can just get out of jail?
You did?
Not a lot of my friends are rich.
Not a lot of your friends are rich.
You say both. Like, Logan's not rich, Yvonne's not rich, Kasai's not rich.
So it's best that you just basically don't ever have any of your friends go to jail.
Once
Because
when I was watching TV, this one person went to jail, and then they were in a jail because they were like they were Batman.